Looking to hack your brain so you can learn anything, anytime? Here's the secret schools don't tell you they use to educate students. With this information, you can take your learning into your own hands and skyrocket your learning speed. The four pillars of education are distinct philosophies that make up our modern-day education system: perennialism, essentialism, romanticism, and progressivism. Perennialism, developed first by Thomas Aquinas, is the educational philosophy that relies on educators to value knowledge that transcends time, thus focusing on everlasting ideas and universal truths. Perennialists aim to be organized, disciplined, and appreciative of great works throughout mankind's history that cease to become antiquated with time. These traits unlock the ability of learners to become masters of what they learn and develop critical thinking skills that allow for independent and rational minds. When exploring new topics, research and familiarize yourself with those who have mastered your area of interest and/or similar areas of interest while drawing from their ideas. The past is to be learned from, not ignored. Do not seek to be all original because knowledge is constantly updated, but rarely born anew. For example, you can relate your subject to history, religion, literature, and the laws of science to find concrete facts. Essentialism in education, a philosophy greatly influenced by William C. Bagley but explored by much older philosophers such as Plato and Aristotle, is also subject-centered, being the philosophy that values rudimentary skills. Your most basic subjects, reading, writing, math, and science, provide core information that branches into all fields of study. Thus, such subjects are key to unlocking the deepest understanding of new topics. Essentialists also value training their minds by exposing themselves to major topics one step at a time, with each new piece of information being more difficult than the previous one. Exercise your mind by utilizing the core subjects to gain a comprehensive understanding of new information, and testing yourself to mark increasing levels of competence or different stages of leveling up in your topic. For example, you may seek tutorials or videos about your topic of interest and try to explain the same information in your own words using mathematical principles, scientific information, or literature. You may also find it helpful to quiz yourself and only expose yourself to more information after fully understanding what you explored previously. Romanticism, a philosophical movement founded by Jean-Jacques Rousseau and greatly influenced by Immanuel Kant, emphasizes emotional awareness as a crucial skill needed to better society. Unlike the previous philosophies, Romanticism is student-centered and focuses on meeting the needs of each individual learner so that people can lead themselves in education through intuition rather than deduction. This method of learning promotes students to take responsibility and encourages people to cultivate their imaginations, creativity, individuality, and inspiration while pursuing idealism, or the views of each independent mind rather than a concrete set of views which apply to all. Embrace your inner child and allow your deepest desires, interests, and ideas to drive how you pursue education. Don't limit yourself with conditioning to uphold standards set by others when exploring new topics. Sometimes you learn best when you allow yourself to embark on your own learning journey. For example, since romantics are less controlled in their actions, you can ensure that you are profiting from the implementation of this philosophy by approaching new subjects like a curious child, as if you know nothing, and have fun with the new information. Share your knowledge with others and play with what you learn to form new questions and expand your field of interest. This will allow you to learn more information at a time and make the necessary connections between topics to develop your own ideas. Progressivism embraces individuality, growth, and change as consistent markers of learning. Progressivists prioritize their needs, experiences, interests, and abilities more than the actual learning material or teacher-said material. This allows for the development of collaborative skills in working with others. John Dewey, who developed this theory using the philosophy of pragmatism, which teaches individuals to explore the practical uses of knowledge instead of abstract theories, emphasized the importance of experimentation to expose learners to information found from experience in the real world. Be aware of your strengths and weaknesses when approaching new information, and apply said knowledge to real-life situations to develop more questions and broaden your understanding. For example, you may want to discuss relevant information with others, test various theories on your own, and pursue independent research on top of the content you are learning. This will not only deepen your understanding of the material, but also provide you with the ability to take advantage of the information immediately in real life. Now that you understand the 4 pillars of education, try to combine them in your learning. The main takeaway is that you should be intentional in how you approach new information. Alright, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed learning about the philosophy behind education, please make sure to like the video and subscribe, and maybe comment about anything that you found interesting or anything that you think you might disagree with about what I said. I'll also leave the links to everything in the description so that you can see where I sourced my info and maybe even dive in a little deeper than I did. But for now, that's it, and I'll see you next Friday.